going to have a whip and chat right now with you. And I'm not going to make any of these whip and chats all that long. I just want to do this to help you get to know me a little bit better and know my background. Yes, I am still working on the Chuck Pinson, and I'm gonna get this done tonight if it kills me, because I've got a collab starting tomorrow with Mindy of Mindy's Diamond Moment and Kiss My Crafts Maritza. That's gonna be so much fun. So I gotta get this done because tomorrow we start the collab. I am excited. So today I decided to kind of talk to you guys a little bit about Care Bear, principal painter, growing up. And I had a very interesting childhood. My father was in the military and we moved around a lot. So I was born in Baltimore, Maryland, and then almost right before my second birthday, we moved to Bangkok, Thailand. And I spent 7 years in Bangkok, Thailand at international school, and that is where we adopted my sister. My sister is Chinese Thai, and we adopted her during that time. I was in first grade at the time, and I will never forget that day that we got to go to the hospital and pick her up. She was beautiful. My sister now lives in Chicago. She's an events coordinator with a museum there. Her husband is a chef. So every time I go, I gain 10 pounds because he cooks for me, and I love everything he cooks, so that's really fun. My dad was a lieutenant colonel in the Army, fought in Vietnam, and ended up working for the Department of Defense at the end of his career and retired from the Department of Defense. And I take after my dad a whole lot. He, again, we're very close. And my mom and I were very close as well. My mom passed away in 2003, and I'll get up to that in just a bit. But my mother was the most artistic, crafty person I've ever known, ever in my life. And when I tell you, she did all the crafts. She macrameed. She did stained glass, she quilted, she painted, she was a seamstress. She sewed every prom dress I ever wore to any prom, and my dresses were always different than everybody else's because she'd put 2 and 3 patterns together for these dresses. When I tell you she was a seamstress, she sewed my wedding dress. She made many of the wedding dresses for some of my very best friends, had fittings, and again, they were all unique dresses. You weren't gonna find them anywhere, and that was what made them so special. She sold to specialty shops all over Houston. So again, Bangkok, Thailand, then we came to Houston, and we came to Houston when I was in second grade, and of course my sister was still a baby. And in second grade in elementary school was where I met my husband, Mr. Marlin. We went to elementary school together, through 5th grade, and then in 5th grade I moved to Williamsburg, Virginia, which was a great experience as well, and spent my junior high years in Williamsburg. And again, my mom was still crafting. There was a craft cottage. She taught classes there, and bless her heart, she tried with me as far as sewing and everything else. I was just not interested at that point, and didn't really get interested in crafting until fairly recently with diamond painting and coloring and that sort of thing. My mother is also the reason I'm doing this particular Chuck Pinson. It's called the Bluebird Song. When my mother was a child, she lived in Colorado, and there continues to be an actual place in Colorado called the Bluebird Inn, and that was her favorite place. And when she passed away, she was cremated. When she passed away, her ashes were scattered at the Bluebird Inn, and so this is a pretty special painting to me. And what's funny is I'm sitting here trying to finish it, and again, I told you it's the toughest painting I've ever done. And I know my mother is sitting on a fluffy pink cloud going, Kara, I told you crafting isn't easy. So this is in tribute of her, and I will have it framed and proudly hung in my home with, again, as a tribute to her, because she loved the Bluebird Inn in Colorado. So if any of you are in Colorado and know where the Bluebird Inn is, that's where my mom is, and that was where her heart was. So what I'm thinking about doing is on Mondays doing Mom Monday, where I can show you, I have so many things all over my home where my mom made them and created them. Whether it, it's quilting, painting, what have you, I've got a ton of stuff. And I think every Monday, in addition to maybe an unboxing or a whip and chat or this collab, I can show you some of the things my mom created, because I'm pretty amazed by them. Maybe none of you will be, but it means a lot to me. So I'll show you a little short snippet of what my mom created, and I will put those up. This is my favorite picture of my mom and I. And so we were pretty crazy. We had the same kind of personality, but this is on my grandmother's farm in Guthrie, Oklahoma. And we had just gone for a walk, and my dad had the camera out, and we just were being silly. But that's my favorite picture of her and I. So I miss her dearly. So anyhow, so after Williamsburg in junior high, we came back to Houston, and I ended up again going to high school, and lo and behold, Marlon is there. And so Marlon and I have known each other most of our lives, and after my divorce, Marlon and I, of course, found each other on none other than Facebook, and started, talking, what have you, dating, and, the rest is history. He is my true soulmate, and I adore him dearly. He's actually filming right now and has filmed every one of my videos, which takes a lot of patience. He puts up with a lot from me, including, what's this bill for diamond painting? Oh, sorry, I had to have another one. Oh my gosh, okay. So it was funny yesterday, I've always told him if I had to be in quarantine with anybody, it would be you, because I adore him. Again, he's my soulmate. We have so much to talk about. He wakes up yesterday and goes, so Kara, what are we doing today? Hanging out? I'm going, yeah, is there anything else to do? No, we're gonna be hanging out. Yes, we are. So we laugh together and joke together a lot. So I appreciate him more than he knows. And again, he has the patience of a saint when it comes to me. So that's kind of Kara growing up. I went to university, Texas State. It used to be Southwest Texas. It's Texas State now. It's in San Marcos, Texas. And I wanted to be a drill team director. That's what I wanted to do. Or a psychologist. And I got into both of those programs, and the dance department at Texas State was kind of weird. It was all modern dance, and I did not want to be a growing tree in a dance studio. Dancing has always been a part of my life. I did ballet, tap, jazz, all that growing up, and that's kind of one of the things also that's a de-stressor to me. Haven't done it in a while. There's a principal dance challenge going on Facebook, and I am gonna participate because dancing is fun, and during these times when it's kind of hard, and it's been kind of hard for me. I miss my kids, I miss my teachers. They're all emailing, I miss you. So, we all need to do things to decompress. So that may be something, oops, missed that one, that I take the challenge and do the principal dance challenge. And if I do, I will send you a link so you can all have a good laugh at the principal dance challenge. I've got to think of a song to do though that's fun. So we'll do that. Let me know what you think about Mom Mondays. I'd like to know. Just put them in the comments below. Also, again, I will be, with this video, linking the things that I've talked about. I've talked about the Elizabeth Ward bead storage system. I've talked about lockables. I've talked about sparklers with Tima. I've talked about Paddywaxx and Distracted by Diamonds. I've talked about several things, and I am going to get all of those links and put them in this video so that you've got those links so that you can link to it. I'm always looking to improve this channel and make it better for you. I realize I'm a newbie and just starting out, and I'm learning because I am a techno idiot. And when I say that, and I know why, it's like my mother, you know, sewing for me and doing all the things she did. It was all being done for me, so why do I have to do it, right? So, you know, I'm a principal, so I've got people doing PowerPoints and linking stuff different places and all that. So I've had to learn and grow, which has been really good for me. I'm glad that I'm learning and growing, and thank the Lord. Your friendly cameraman that's videoing this right now, my husband, is tech support. I mean, when I get messed up or don't know what to do, I'm tech support, and he comes running and goes, all right, tech support's here, what's going on? So, and we figure it out together. But what's good about Marlon too is he is a teacher as well, and helps me to learn and helps me with patience. You know, he sings that Guns N' Roses song a lot with me, a little patient. Because I'm going, well, why wouldn't it work? Why wouldn't it work? It needs to work. Just hang on, Kara. Be patient. Back up, stop, breathe. So he helps me with that a lot. So that's a little bit about me growing up. Finally, my parents told me they'd only pay for 4 years of college. They ended up paying for 4.5 years of college because I changed my major 3 times. Finally wanted to be a teacher. So that's what I ended up doing, and the rest is kind of history. I told you a little bit about all that in my first video, so I won't repeat myself. But so yeah, met my first husband, had 2 kids. It didn't work out, and then here we go with Marlon. And again, he's the love of my life. And you know, I'm not saying anything bad about my first husband. He's the father of my kids, and I wouldn't trade that experience for anything in the world. But you know, sometimes things don't work out, and sometimes you got to regroup a little bit. So that's where I'm at. So I'm hoping everyone is having a great weekend. Again, I will show you this finish when I am done, and I'm gonna get done with it tonight. I'm bound and determined. If it takes me till 3 o'clock in the morning, I will get it done. All right, folks. Again, I don't want to run out of things to say. I think I'm going to start Mom Monday on Monday, so I wish you all the best. I wish you all health, and I hope you're having a fantastic weekend. And as I always say, in a world where you can be anything, be kind. This is the Principal Painter, and I am signing off.